Hey, welcome back to PETEPLAYS. Here we are playing Final Fantasy V, and, so I thought I would, do some grinding. Just see what's on this thing. But just hang out for a little bit. Cause that'll be fun. What are we fighting here? Let's go. Haha! Dude, oh. This is not gonna get me a lot of things, I don't think. Just trying to see. So what I gotta do is, I think I'm gonna try to find... Oh, it's a thief knife, so it uses capture. I think I'm gonna try to find a place where... Wow, that wasn't bad. 1,000 gil. I think I'm gonna try to find a place where the grinding is decent, where I can get a little bit of money. You know, it would have been really smart, because if I had just researched that beforehand. Because I'm mostly in it for the cash right now, but maybe I'll make up a few levels. Let's use fire. Dude. Get off of me. Uh-oh, that didn't do much. Oh, it still worked, though! Ha! Yeah, so... Actually, that's way smart. I'm just like, oh, I'll just wander around the map until I find things that I need. Nah, that ain't it, bro. So, here's an idea. Let's go to the map. So there is an ocean to the east. And there's some sort of trench over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get underwater into the... Wait. I want to go down. Pew, pew, pew! I'm a submarine now! Oh, underrated music. Okay. Oh, I wonder... I might not be able to get out of this trench. Oh, friend of the show, Patrick, just texted me! Oh, friend of the show, Patrick. He's a guy that pretty much everybody loves. I don't know why I'm saying that like we don't know who he is. Alright, alright, it appears that I cannot... Yeah, I can't get out of there. So, what other kinds of things are under the ocean? So let's go back up. Beep, 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 beep. Let's go up in the air. And pew pew, we did it! There we go. I really like the whole transforming thing idea, that's pretty cool. So, what I have been informed by the internet is that on the way into... That can't be it. Maybe it is. On the way into this is... Oh, you know what I should do? I should go to sleep first. Apparently on the way into this is a pretty good grinding area. So we'll check it out. Sleeping in the chair on the submarine. Also, this is the next place I'm headed, so that's pretty good. Ooh, there's a gargoyles. I do not want to fight them right now. I should... Maybe this isn't... Maybe these aren't encounter tiles yet? I would think that they would be, though. Let's get a little closer. Hello! Encounters! Happen to me! Oh, man. It's not working. I may have to fight these gargoyles and go in. Let's see what, let's consult the internet one more time. Yeah, in the cave where you land the submarine on the way to the 4th tablet. Wait, is this the 4th tablet? I think so. Well, yeah, I guess we'll just fight these guys. Because I can just use my gill attack. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot I didn't use skill possibility. Well, rats. Just use, let's see what Flare does here. Oh. Nope, now he's gonna come back. Oh, maybe he's not. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Look who wins. Look who's the, oh shoot. Oh, there we go, okay. That was, I remember the first time I did that, I remember that being like way harder. One is in a place deeper than the floor of the sea, protected by flame. Oh, it's protected by flame. Did I get... I thought I got ice. Not equip. Not equip! I should have... Water skill. Yeah, there we go. I don't think I took any damage, but I do. Oof. Yeah, using flare twice is enough. It's not that big a deal. Well, welcome to the episode of PETEPLAYS where I lie to you. I guess I'm just gonna go for it, because I'm here and it's not doing what I thought it was. I'll just, you know, I'll try it out, and if it's really, really brutal, I'll have made some cash, and then I'll just head back to Mirage and maybe get some better weapons. I think I have enough. I've got high potions, I've got plenty of Phoenix down. I think I should be okay. You know what, let's give it a try. This is PETEPLAYS, not Pete. I didn't know where that was going. Nope. Please go in there. Okay. B2. Oh, look at that background. That's cool. Who we got here? What is that? That is really gross. I suppose I'll try ice. See how that goes. Nice. Okay, got rid of one. Let's get rid of that garbage pail kid over there. Oh no! Where is my person? I mean, that's really nice, but what happened to Ferris? Alright, Ferris is still there. Okay. I mean, yikes. But, oh, look. Look at the little chest. Oh, dear. Okay, these things. See what fire does to these babies. Brain babies. That's what I call them. That's nice. Okay, that's not bad. This is okay. I think we can do this. What do we got here? Water scroll. You like that water? Wait, is the water scroll different from? I think that's what that is. Okay, so I'm glad I got a bunch of those for fire time. Oh. Already. You know what? Let's do the grindy in here, right? Let's do it. So, man, I just keep throwing you for a loop on every episode of PETEPLAYS. Oh man, came from behind. Ow. Haha! Parry! So basically, we can. Yes! I wanted to just hang out and just talk about some things. I'll talk a little bit about some music I've been crushing recently and some books I've been crushing recently. I've listened to Rob Cantor's actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf song. Many specialties. What is that? Oh shoot, I wish I hadn't done that. Well, goodbye. I've been listening to that song a whole lot. It's by Rob Cantor. He's a former member of the awesome group called Tally Hall. See, he doesn't have any of those. But he does have these. These don't do anything for me. They're very, very cool. And he's also very cool. And the song is hilarious. You've probably heard of it. And if you haven't, just like go to YouTube or just Google actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf, and it's basically an insane little song about you wandering through the woods, and then you're attacked by Shia LaBeouf, who's attempting to eat you. So it's a song that totally makes sense, but it's really fun. No stomach acid. Ping. Been crushing that. Been listening to a lot of Insane in the Rain, like I always do. Yes. I have been listening to, if you haven't heard Tally Hall before, check them out. They're just really fun. Man, I want to say I first heard them in high school. It was like 2005. The name of the album was Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum, and they did a remaster of it. I think it was more than a remaster. I think it was like they redid a lot of parts of it. So they redid some of the vocal parts, and it made things a little bit clearer. Because they were just like a little baby band back when they made it. They got really really popular. They all went, I want to say they all went to the University of Michigan. Oh man. Oh, now he's gonna possess me. What's he gonna do here? Anyway, so yeah, they're really cool. And they came out with another. At least I'm getting the money for that. They came out with another album, an album cover in 2009, maybe 2010, and I think it's called. What's it called? I was just listening to it. I don't remember the name of the album, but the first track on it is called "And." Well, it's the second track. It's called "Ampersand." It's the ampersand sign, right? Like, I don't know. What? No. I don't want my heavy rotation. I want my what did I just listen to? There we go. Recently played. Good and Evil. That's what it's called. They're just really good musicians, but they're also super weird. Oh dear. A friend of mine recently introduced me to a group called what's it called? Invisible Island or Perfect Pit? What is it called? Basically, a group. Miracle Musical. That's what it's called. It's a group that Rob Cantor's in apparently, or worked on. I guess it's the project. And they were really cool. And my friend was like, "Hey, you should check out this band." And I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. They remind me of Tally Hall." And they're like, "Oh, cool. Well, the person in it is that guy that did the Shia LaBeouf song." And I was like, "Rob Cantor? He's in Tally Hall." So that was a cool little. Oh man, I hate these guys. That was a cool little moment. Oh dear. Let's try to electrocute these babies. These little garbage pail kids here. I guess I'll do that. Pew pew! Man, their defense is wicked high. Stop! I hate so much about the things you choose to be. Gosh, I can use that slip move. Ice 2, because you probably don't have that much life left. Come on. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know that there's any way to guard against that possess move unless I have some sort of item that defends against instant death attacks. Oh, what's cool is I'm also apparently wearing armor that casts regen, which I think is pretty rad because I haven't had to do nearly as much healing. Sorry, I'm adjusting my chair. So yeah, there's some music I'm digging. Recently, I've been, part of the reason I took a week off was, it wasn't intentional at first, and then it was like, well, I'm just gonna take a week off. One, because I've taken a week off in a while. I've missed a few days, but I've tried to, make it up pretty consistently. But we all know we shouldn't set our watch by PETEPLAYS. I don't know what that means. Oh, pardon me. But also, I've been studying for my comprehensive exams, which are in August, right before the semester starts back up. And it's kind of awful. Basically, I have to read, just about every major figure in the history of Western philosophy, and then take a 5-hour exam on that. I really enjoy the history of philosophy, so I've been learning a whole lot of really cool things. Yay, kitty giggle. It's just it's tough because there's this I could just sort of read what people think about this stuff and know enough to pass an exam on it, but I've never really been. I don't know. I'm not really satisfied with that, and that's not the kind of philosopher and teacher that I want to be. So I've been trying to actually engage with all of the texts. And that is it's really time consuming. So I know that I'm glad to be doing that work for my career and for my personal investment in the practice and teaching of philosophy. I think that's really important. But it is also sort of bumping up against the reality of the fact that I have a finite amount of time to study all of these things, some of which I know some things about, some of which I have studied a lot, and some of which I have never touched in my life. It's been a slog. So last week I was kind of just feeling really overwhelmed by it. Come on, fall from the sky, fall from the sky, fall from the sky. Where are you? There. Mucus. Oh! Wow, I had less than 30 hit points left. So yeah, just been doing a lot of that. I've been reading a lot of early moderns. And the early modern period, how am I doing on health? I'll do one more because I'm pretty much out of magic. So I'll have to use a cabin to get magic anyway. A lot of early moderns, which is basically from like Descartes to Kant. So like 1600 to 1800. Because I do Continental, there are different people that are maybe a little earlier than that. That might be considered early moderns. Like I think Francis Bacon was doing stuff earlier than I think he was like 15, around the 1550s or something like that. But I don't study Francis Bacon, and he's not typically a figure that's taken up a whole lot in continental philosophy. But definitely is a big deal in modern analytic philosophy, especially because of the way that he sort of the whole scientific method and revolutionized and modernized a lot of scientific practice. We take a lot of things after Bacon. There we go. Possess. But like I said, I don't study him. I read Descartes. Like, he's the think, therefore I am guy. And I'm pretty, in general, I've got enough for one more. Let's just see if nobody dies. Yeah, he's pretty famous for the I think, therefore I am thing. I'm pretty anti-Cartesian feels a little too strong. I'm quite critical of Descartes. Although, to be honest, like most people are nowadays. Not because he was, like, dumb or whatever, but because I think, you know, he just... Yay! Way to go, Petey! He just missed stuff. I think his contention that our ability... Oh, no. I think his contention that our ability to... Wow, this is bad. I thought I had enough, but I didn't look at both. Oh no, fluid sticks to my body! My body. I don't have... Oh, I've got enough for one more of these. His contention that you can know things simply by having clear and distinct ideas, I think is woefully intellectually inadequate. Because it just doesn't... Is Kara dying? Whoa! That was awesome! Oh, that was less awesome. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, Kringle beans. There we go. Okay, Kara's gonna be fine. Let's get rid of that guy. He should be gone. He's not gone, and that's pretty disappointing. Holy monkeys! Aw, oh, man. Boy, when you run out of magic, it really hurts. Oh, boy. Huh! Why is this dude the toughest baby? Oh, goodness. Goodness. This is going poorly. If I don't get rid of one of these dudes pretty soon... No! Now he's gonna come back! Oh, man. Okay, there we go. That's a big deal. Does he come back with all of his life? That would be pretty lousy if he did. Kara! I see that you're struggling. Just survive this battle. Could everybody just please leave Petey alone? Yay! I stole the push on. Yes! Yes! I think I have this under control now. Yeah, so there's Descartes. He was kind of a silly boy, but he was kind of like the founder of a pretty significant vein of modern philosophy. Can you just please get... He must have come back with full health. Oh, my goodness. I also read some Spinoza and Leibniz. Not really into them a ton, but I also didn't have to read a ton. Leibniz is like, oh goodness, what is Leibniz? I don't remember off the top of my head. See, this is why I have to study. Spinoza was like, dude, hey, everything is one thing, and it's all connected, and O'Hare is dead, and that's no good. I want her to get this experience that I've worked so hard for. Gee whiz. Please be dead. Yes! Holy moly. That was atrocious. No, item. Where my cabin at? There we go. Leibniz, Spinoza. Ooh, I've been really interested in Berkeley. This guy George Berkeley, who was like, dude, what if everything was mind? Like, there's no such thing as externality. Just everything is your mind. Yeah, trippy. But he argues it relatively convincingly. I'm not on board with everything, obviously, because he has an agenda, right? That I'm not on board with, but I'm also really sympathetic to the idea that, like, basically what he does is he flattens out the being of all things. So, like, for Berkeley, the things that you think about and the things that you, like, touch and grab are all the same kind of thing. And I think that has some really interesting ramifications. Ooh, yay. Some really interesting ramifications for the way we consider what it means for something to, like, be real. One of the areas that I think this is most interesting is in the area of mental health, because you have people that may be undergoing some sort of episode, or perhaps they hear voices in their head, or perhaps they are chronically anxious and are sensing things that are difficult to corroborate. Like people who I underwent some testing recently for a learning disability, and one of the questions that they ask you, like, a ton, like all different kinds of ways of asking the same question, is like, basically, do you think people in the government are trying to get you? And that's a sign of a certain kind of classifiable mental illness. And what I think is really interesting is the people who feel those things, like, they're not crazy, right? Like, we have a system in place to deal with something that we call a mental illness. And I think it's okay to call it a mental illness, especially when we have the understanding that, like, this is something that interferes with this person's ability to do the things they want to do, like have a family, or have a job, or enjoy the things that they want to do in their life. But also, I think when we try to consider something like, hey, maybe things in our mind and external things aren't different substances, right? Berkeley really hates that word, substance. It's a word that's loaded with a lot of philosophical baggage. But if we think of it as the same kind of thing, how will that allow us to communicate with people that experience things that we don't experience in a way that's, like, meaningful to both us and them, and includes them in our communities, and gets us sort of over this idea of, like, oh no, this person's crazy, so we have to do something with them, right? Like, we have to get them out of the way, or we have to protect society from them. I'm also doing a lot of reading right now on penality and do that with this boy. Do a lot of reading on penality and prisons and punishment. And just this idea that, like, oh, you're nuts, so let's get rid of you. Or we think that you're the kind of person who is dangerous or will become dangerous. Oh no. Well, goodbye. So, like, I think thinking about things the way that Barclay thinks about it could help us to get creative and, like, empathizing with those people. And I think that's really cool. What else? Oh, I'm reading Hume. And Hume, I've always heard Hume taught as, like, hey, he thinks that causality is a thing. And, like, kind of that's true, but that's also, like, a really bad telling of a story. Not because I think anybody was, like, trying to lie to me or whatever, but it's one of those things that, like, the more you just say it and sort of repeat things until you actually get straight to the source of information, the more it kind of gets diluted. And he's kind of like, yeah, causality isn't a thing. We just connect events that are in sequence with each other, and then through a formation of habit, we kind of decide that all those ideas are connected. So he thinks that in order for a statement to be a proof, I believe is the term he uses for it, it either has to be necessary, like there has to be necessity, or it has to be logically inconsistent, right? Impossible. So I think according to him, 1 equals 2 would be an example of something that is impossible, right? You could have a proof to show why 1 is not equal to 2. But something like the sun will fail to rise tomorrow is the kind of statement that while we have a whole system in place to kind of figure out why it is the case that the sun will rise tomorrow, and that's something that can be, like, pretty reasonably relied upon. That claim can only ever be a probabilistic claim because it is not logically inconsistent that the sun will not rise tomorrow. It is theoretically possible that the sun will not rise tomorrow. We just haven't experienced the sun not rising. So, I'm really sympathetic to that because I think it troubles a lot of the ways that we think about how science works, and I think that's really important. Because, you know, there are a lot of science that's been shown to be bad science because, like, over the years we either got, ooh, yes, black sex, that means she's a master. No. Alright. Must be one more level up. There's a lot of junk science or science that's not in bad faith, and if you can kind of, like, trouble the idea that certain things have to be connected to certain causes, then I think you have the condition for the possibility of saying, like, this doesn't work, this is bad, we need to find a new system for this. So I think that's really interesting. I'm gonna catch a few Z's, and then we're gonna have a next time on PETEPLAYS. Partly because my throat really hurts. I don't know what's going on. I got scratchy throat from talking too much, but you can tell I kind of sound sort of weird. So yeah, we will see you next time for PETEPLAYS, and maybe we'll go buy some cool stuff. So see you then. Bye.